Is there something you need? Oh,
Hey, you looking to go Come back any...
Watch yourselves. This place gives me the creeps just seeing it from the outside. And be sure to use that recall transmitter beside you if you want me to pick you up. Havoc out.
Guardian, if you ain't a sight for sore eyes, what's going on here?
Hello, Wolverine. It's good to see you too. I was sent here to destroy this factory, but they captured me almost as soon as I arrived. Fortunately, things just took a turn for the better. A spy from Department H freed me.
You sure do have a way of keeping your guardian angel busy. But you're hurt, so why don't you head on to the Weapon X facility? We got a camp set up there.
Sorry, Wolverine. I'm staying until this factory is shut down.
I hate to break it to you, bub, but you ain't gonna get far being hurt like that.
You're right. Give me a radio and I'll talk you through the facility. I've had a thorough briefing on it.
Okay, since you're the brains, how do we take this place apart?
There are 3 sections you need to destroy. Fusion core, engineering, and genetic processing. Also, keep an eye out for a security card Department H gave me. I hid it just before I was captured. That card can unlock a number of devices for you.
Okay, I'll look for the card. You be sure and call Heather, alright?
Wolverine, you always were more concerned about Heather's feelings than me when it came to missions. But don't worry, I'll let her know. Now get... Yes, that's highly guarded. If you destroy the engineering, fusion core, and genetic processing areas, the door should unlock to allow additional security forces through.
I'm as strong as a hurricane!
sometimes I'm
Initiated!
Wait, I am on your side. My name is Robert McKenzie. I am a special agent for Department H. But now I am the one who needs help. I came here to steal the genetic plans Monsieur Sinister developed for the Infinite Soldier, but security has been alerted to my presence. I cannot move without being caught. Très bon. There is a console nearby that contains the information. You should have little trouble finding it.
You'll have to deactivate the oil pumps. Oil is purified in engineering, then fed to the machinery throughout the factory.
Most definitely. The problem is those pumps are extremely tough. The only way to damage them would be to overload them with power. You'll have to overdrive the system, but before that, you have to locate the console that deactivates the safety override.
I wish I hadn't had to do that. You should have run away. Yeah. I enjoy this too much. Okay. Enjoy your nap. Shall not like you didn't need any evil on earth.
There should be a security console somewhere in that area, but you also might be able to supercharge a generator near you. That would circumvent the whole process.
Congratulations. You've just destroyed the pumps. You're done in the engineering section now.
Ready or not, here we come! That's gonna leave a mark.
As you wish. Wait, I am on your side. I came here to steal the Jeanette Rebon. Enjoy your smile. No idea how this will aid us if Department H is able to find a weakness in the Infinites. Bonne chance, and thank you again.
Locate the core reactor and then do what you do best. Smash it to bits.
I trust you're not the best at what you do. I'm the best at what I do.
While you can.
Breaking a sweat.
Don't bother scaring me.
I have far more energy.
I would advise you to run.
You should run away. Oh yeah, this is not going so well for you.
You're a waste of my time.
Ain't so easy now, are you?
You need to destroy the DNA storage tank. It contains the raw material used to create infinites.
Sometimes I enjoy this too much.
From the good guys.
Right.
Sorry, mein Freund.
Very well.
I trust you're not the best at what you do.
Right. Enjoy your nap, pal. Yes.
Sometimes I enjoy this too much.
you can purge the DNA tanks by aligning the nearby conduits. Or, you'll have to figure out some way to simply destroy the tanks.
Way to go. It'll take a month to create another batch of that DNA material. Your work in genetic processing is done.
One for the good guys. Yes.
Yeah.
You did a fine job of disabling the first 3 sections of this factory. Now you need to shut down the assembly area. Anytime I can be of help, just let me know.
Busted up.
You have to disable the controllers for each of the assembly lines. And once that's done, you need to locate the cryogenic area and destroy the substations there.
I believe I've won.
Right point. I need help.
Hi again. What can I... Any questions?
My God, this is fantastic!
I wish I hadn't had to do that.
Yeah, come on!
Will do. Sometimes I enjoy this too much.
That's good news. Now you'll have to destroy the supercomputer that runs this entire Infinite factory. If you don't, it'll rebuild the entire facility in a matter of weeks. I'm pretty sure this one's gonna be tough. It's based on the neural patterns of Mr. Sinister, so it thinks exactly like him.
Sometimes I enjoy this. You should have run away.
No, it's just as I warned you. That's not Mr. Sinister. It's the supercomputer based on his intellect.
Is that you, Guardian? A pity those torture sessions were cut short. But he is correct. I am a computer modeled on Sinister's genius, which is why I will be the one to defeat you. But how would you fare against earlier incarnations of the X-Men? With the small exception that if you lose here, you die. I would wish you good luck, but that would be lying. Shut down this holographic generator, but the others won't be so easy. You're only prolonging your pain. Why not give up and admit defeat?
Sorry, mein Freund.
Department H is going to be very pleased to hear that. I'll ask Blink to create a portal to the Weapon X facility. Come see me when you get back. And has there been any word on my husband?
Yes, I'm here. Just in a different area of the factory.
James McDonald Hudson. How dare you not tell me you are safe?
Sorry, hon. Guess I just got a little caught up in saving the world from the forces of darkness.
That's not one bit funny. But at least you're all right. I'll ask Blink to generate a portal for you too.
Welcome, my friend. I look forward to...
Is there something you need? Oh, Hi again. What can I get you? Did you need help with anything?
do enough for saving James. He's confined to bed, but he'll be up and around in a few days. Will you have the gratitude of Department H, Alpha Flight, and most of all, me? Thank you. Come back anytime.
The team has truly exceeded expectations, but a new mission awaits. Emma Frost has uncovered a temple that houses a number of psychics loyal to Apocalypse. Emma believes they were responsible for the number of high-ranking leaders going into comas. Come and see me now for further information. I just received news from Emma Frost. You recall when Apocalypse attacked New York City, a number of top leaders fell into comas. Emma's discovered a temple that's housing former students of hers who are responsible for those comas. If we can disband this group, their victims should be released from their unnatural slumber. To reach that location, use the X-Jet. If you'd like additional information, activate the mission computer for a full briefing. I look forward to... Which mission briefing would... Emma, can you broadcast to everyone here at the briefing?
Need you ask, Charles? It's not as if I'm a first-year student.
No, of course not. My apologies. Would you be so kind as to tell everyone what you've learned?
Certainly. Charles asked me to discover who or what is responsible for the comas suffered by the leaders during the attack on New York City.
Yes, the military was paralyzed because of it, and they still haven't recovered.
It was a rather masterful stroke on the part of Apocalypse. But after a long search, I was able to confirm those comas were indeed psychic-induced.
Who would do such a thing, Emma?
I'm fairly certain this is the work of former students of mine.
The Stepford Cuckoos?
Please, Bobby, I'd appreciate you not using that title.
Aren't those the three sisters who left the school after the fourth one was killed during a mission?
Yes, and they've always blamed me for her death. I imagine they joined Apocalypse as some misguided attempt at revenge.
So, where are these young ladies now?
I traced them to an ancient temple in Canada. Apocalypse has a large number of his priests guarding them.
Apocalypse has priests?
Oh, yes. True to his egomaniacal form, Apocalypse has built an entire cult that worships him. They call themselves Madri Priests.
What would you have us do, Miss Frost?
I'll meet you at the front of the temple, and we'll explore the interior together. If this does turn out to be the work of my girls, they're going to find out in exquisite detail just how unhappy I am.
Boy, glad I'm not them.
Very good, Emma. A team will be sent immediately.
Thank you, Charles, my sweet. I await their arrival.
Watch yourselves. This place looks like something from an old black and white horror movie. And don't forget to use that recall transmitter if you need to get back to camp.
About time you people showed up. I was beginning to think you were lost. I grew tired of waiting, so I started searching for my wayward students alone. You'll do no such thing. I'll find you after I've had a chance to investigate this temple a little more. Now do be a dear, and don't get killed as you roam the halls. Yes, if I have a flaw, it's that I care too much. Ta-ta, dears.
Blasphemers! You desecrate this house of worship with your impure souls and heretical thoughts. We, the priests of the Temple of Apocalypse, will flay the flesh from your bones. You are vile and corrupt purveyors of half-truths. But we will force you to repent your wicked ways.
anyone be so foolish as to enter the Madrai Temple unbidden? You seek the Trinity. You are even more foolish than I'd thought. To reach them, you'd have to unlock the doorway to the altar of the mind. And to do that, you would have to survive, placing the proper artifact on each of the 4 altars. You would die long before accomplishing that task.
Sometimes I enjoy them so much.
I would advise you to run. You should have run when you had the chance.
Please, forgive me for that.
You all busted up.
That will not work. No.
Perhaps you don't know who I am.
That hurt.
Nice try.
I have it. Let us see.
Having an early
Could you possibly make any more noise as you blunder about? It's a wonder every guard in the temple isn't on top of us by now. I've just discovered 3 machines in this temple that look amazingly similar to Cerebro. And that's how they're holding those leaders in a constant state of unconsciousness. If you can destroy all 3 mini Cerebros, their victims should awaken. No offense, dear, but I think I'll remain on my own. I make much less noise than you. Besides, there's the little matter of my 3 darling students that I want to settle on my own.
Perhaps you don't know who I am.
Haha, nice try.
Please.
A waste of my time.
Enjoy your slumber.
Master of Chaos!
I will advise you to run.
Master of Chaos! Master of Chaos!
Enjoy your sleep. Enjoy your slumber.
I ain't even breaking a sweat.
I would advise you to run.
Your life is mine.
Nine.
Hi again. What can I get? It's all in excellent condition.
If you say so.
If you insist.
Once again, I am victorious.
Stupendously brave, or incredibly foolish. You have entered the Temple of the Magi. We do look forward to meeting you, if you're able to survive to the very end.
Not to worry, dear. That's merely a trick I taught the girls. It helps keep your opponent off balance.
For beautiful fans.
Go no further, you misbegotten curs. We defend the artifact of the heart, and we'll make certain you'll not pass through these hallowed gates. To even attempt it will be to meet your doom.
You should have run away. My powerful glowing strength.
Breaking a sweat. What I do.
even stronger than before.
You're not a believer of
I wish I hadn't had to do that. I hadn't had to do that.
I don't have any.
Yes.
You're not a believer of apocalypse. Let's try that again.
Victory is mine!
Let's try that again, shall we?
You should have loved the chance.
You go no further. Destroy the heretic!
Having an early fall.
Perhaps you don't know who I am.
Yes. Yes.
Sure thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you've activated a second altar. That's quite impressive. Do you think you'll be able to place an item on that third altar? No one from the outside has ever done that before. We do hope you'll succeed.
I do hope you'll try your best. You'll go no further. Failed the master. Incredible!
Join. Yes.
I trust you are not the best at what you do.
I'm liking this. This is incredible.
You're not a believer of Apocalypse.
That's excellent news, dear. Now my girls won't be able to maintain their hold. The victims should soon awaken from their psychic comas.
Perhaps you don't know who I am.
Enjoy.
Okay.
Halt, you great wretch.
Raging Tempest!
You're a waste of my time.
You have to.
Raging Tempest! Yes!
I wish I hadn't had to.
You'll go no further.
I wish I hadn't had to do that.
good.
Perhaps you don't know who I am.
Hands.
Power is growing strength.
Sometimes I enjoy this too much.
Perhaps you don't know who I am.
Enjoy your slumber.
Flee while you can.
Please forgive me.
More power!
You were less than formidable.
Enjoy your slumber.
is incredible.
This must be.
You must be having... Nice. Enjoy your slumber.
Affirmative.
Yes. Breaking sweat.
Hi again. What can I get? Did you need help with anything?
Congratulations, the third altar is now active. This is most unexpected. Please do continue and see if you can activate a fourth altar.
Advise you to run.
This is becoming quite exciting. The doorway is now open. We hope you can activate the altar of the mind. It's been such a dreadfully long while since we met someone from the outside.
That's gonna be more.
Respect comes with power. Isn't that what you taught us, Miss Frost? And you no longer have the power. Why, Miss Frost, your friends are very close. We do hope they hurry. Perhaps they'll try to save you.
Are these the ones who've angered Apocalypse so much?
Yes, I believe they are. Can you imagine how pleased Apocalypse will be when we bring him their heads? Miss Frost? She's gone now. Apocalypse needs her for a rather important experiment. You really believe Miss Frost knows anything of loyalty? She'll stay with the X-Men until she grows bored, and then leave just when she's needed most. Yes, that's a lesson we learned quite well from Miss Frost, at the expense of our sister's life. So, to pay our dear teacher back, we've joined up with Apocalypse. No, you have. Let us educate you in the error of your ways. To think you harmed us.
I lack enough power. I require more energy.
How silly you are to think you harmed us. You didn't really hurt one of us.
Dare disrupt the Madrai Temple and battle the Trinity. For that you will face my wrath.
Now you're in for it. Holocaust will show you the true meaning of pain. Yes, he's a horseman of Apocalypse, and he's our protector. Destroy them, Holocaust.
Worry not, little ones. I will crush these interlopers, and then Apocalypse will resume his conquest of the Earth without restraint.
Exactly as well.
Your death is inevitable.
Holocaust, let me help. I can make you invincible. Then we will have our revenge.
You're a waste of my time. I require your energy. Steal your life force in the name of Apocalypse.
You are to think you harmed us.
Your power, give it to me!
Please, forgive me for that. God, help!
Give me your pitiful energy. a horseman of apocalypse!
I don't know, but I feel our time is running out. At least the Madrai Temple has been disbanded. When you're ready to leave, use the portal Blink has created. Come and see me when you return. Good job at the Madrai Temple. It has been completely disbanded. But I have some bad news. While on a reconnaissance mission of Apocalypse's tower in New York City, Angel was captured. I do not know his fate, but I can only imagine the worst. I look forward to seeing you again. Which mission briefing?
Hi, what can I... I'm Heather. Yes. Come back.
I would advise you to run. Will do.
Victory is mine! You're a waste of my time.
All right! As you wish.
Yes.
I trust you're not the best at what you do. You're a waste of my time.
I require more energy. I lack enough power.
Hi again. What can I get you? Any questions?
You were less than formidable.
Good job at the Madrai Temple. It has been completely disbanded. But I have some bad news.
How may I be of assistance?
What of the spy we captured?
He has adapted to the genetic splicing even better than hoped.
Show him to me. Angel, come forth and meet your master.
The name Angel no longer applies.
What would you have us call you?
I am Archangel, a horseman of Apocalypse, and I am yours to command.
Your speed and strength have been augmented. But what of your soul?
My soul is filled with hatred, rage, and death for the X-Men.
Welcome to my home, or rather what's left of my home. Apocalypse was quite thorough in its destruction. No doubt all of you have heard that Angel was recently caught by Apocalypse during a scouting mission. His fate remains a mystery. I can only hope Angel takes strength from the fact that our mission in Canada was a success. The core and the Infinite Factory were disabled, and the Madrai Temple has been disbanded. In light of that, Apocalypse's plans of conquest have been quashed. Those are just 4 lives. We have a greater responsibility to the millions of people in New York City. We must free them from the tyranny of Apocalypse. Agreed. But once we've explored New York, we should be able to formulate a plan of attack. For your first missions, talk to Moira or Havoc. Good luck to you.
Greetings, X-Man. It's been a while, hasn't it? To get Apocalypse out of New York City, we'll have to battle him in his tower. But we first have to get into his tower, which from all indications is impossible. Well, there may be a solution. Look up Sebastian Shaw in New York City. If anyone would know how to get into that tower, it'd be him. Quite right. Your best bet for entering New York City undetected would be the sewers. There's an entrance near the mansion. If you'd like more information, use the mission briefing computer by Charles. You're quite welcome, my friend.
I am unable to lift this.
Good job at the map. I look for...
So how's the grand experiment going? Are the Brotherhood and X-Men really working together? Hey, do you know where Colossus is? I haven't seen the big lug for weeks, and I miss him. Yes, that Colossus. What's going on here? Something's up. Spill it, or you're never going to have another moment's peace. Oh, no it won't. You send Colossus over here this instant. I'll get this all straightened out real quick. No problem, X-Man.
Quick, there's not much time. They need us to disable the defense platforms Apocalypse has placed along the coast. A group of Sentinels are being sent to pick up New York refugees, but those platforms will destroy anything that flies by. Bolivar Trask himself has put in overrides and blocked their mutant-killing programs. They should completely ignore mutants. If you want more info on this mission, use the briefing computer by Professor Xavier. If you really want to thank me, put in a good word with Xavier for me.
Well, we made it back.
Any questions?
Which mission briefing would...
Greetings. It seems we have a mission of mercy to carry out. To the north of us, Apocalypse's military is driving several hundred humans toward the ocean. It's just a matter of time before they're captured.
Magneto, we're not equipped to handle an evacuation that big.
Bolivar Trask is.
The man who invented Sentinels?
Yes, that Bolivar Trask. He's using a fleet of his Sentinels as an airlift for the refugees.
So why do we care? Let the Sentinels save them.
The problem is, Apocalypse has set up a series of defensive platforms along the coast. Those platforms will destroy any Sentinel that comes near.
I'm guessing they want us to take out the platforms so the Sentinels have a clear path.
That is correct, Cyclops.
But the Sentinels are going to attack as soon as we're in their sights.
Great. So we wind up fighting both Apocalypse's men and Sentinels.
Not this time. The programming's been rewritten such that, to them, we'll look exactly like humans.
Is anyone else here getting that this is a recipe for disaster feeling?
I would have thought an X-Man would jump at a chance to do a good deed such as this.
Oh, I'll do it. But you all better be prepared for a big I told you so if something goes haywire, huh?
Thank you for that thrilling insight. If there are no further questions, be on your way.
Which mission briefing would you... Before we can hope to defeat Apocalypse, we must first determine how to gain entry to his stronghold.
You want us to go inside Apocalypse's tower? Oh, that's daft. It can't be done.
Watch it, Toad.
Right. I almost forgot. We're one big, happy, dysfunctional family.
If I may continue, Moira believes Sebastian Shaw might be of help.
Shaw's bad news, Professor.
He's the head of the Hellfire Club, and they aren't exactly big fans of the X-Men.
I understand, Bishop, but it's because of his unsavory connections that he might know secrets of Apocalypse.
He also might want to hand us over for a nice reward.
Aye! Somehow, this has got to figure into Destiny's prediction.
Toad, I ain't warning you again.
All right.
So what do you want us to do, Professor?
Travel to New York City and find Mr. Shaw. Then see if he has the information we desire and what he would like in return.
How about we persuade him the old-fashioned way?
Wolverine, ain't you ever gonna learn? You can't solve every problem with your fists.
Don't know. Ain't never run across a problem I couldn't solve with my fists.
No, there will be no violence against Mr. Shaw. Simply find him and see if we can reach an agreement. Any questions? Then good luck to you.
Are you sure you want to go?
Good luck, guys. I'm getting out of here. There's way too many anti-aircraft guns on these platforms.
Thank you, Havoc. You braved a great deal to get the team to the landing zone. And because the platforms are much more heavily fortified than first believed, I've requested the aid of S.H.I.E.L.D. They can better secure the structures once the defenses are down. Plus, they have a more thorough reconnaissance of the area. And with that, I hand control of this mission over to Colonel Nick Fury.
Thank you, Professor Xavier. Team, some of you I've worked with before, others of you I've fought with, but lives are on the line, so there's no time for egos right now. At this very moment, a team of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents are on their way to your location. It is imperative that you destroy the anti-aircraft guns before my men arrive. If you don't, they'll be shot out of the sky. Time is the enemy here. Move fast, Fury out. Team, those anti-aircraft guns are almost indestructible. The only way you're going to hurt them is by destroying the generator that powers them.
Mutant DNA has been detected.
You had the chance.
good job at the map. Welcome to my home.
Greetings, X-Man. To get well, if you'd... You're quite...
Quick, there's not much. A group of Boulevard. If you... Are you sure you want to go to the...
Good luck, guys.
Thank you, Havard.
Team, those...
Targeting mutant unit.
Hear me, mutants, and flee from the sound of my voice. It is a death knell for you and for all your wretched kind. No, it is I, Bastion, the architect of your destruction. Prepare to meet me on the field of battle. I will prove you are weak and unworthy.
You just made your last mistake. I wish I hadn't had to do that.
Surrender, mutant.
Negative.
Danger. Danger. System override in progress. Override complete. Original programming reinitialized. Destroy all mutant life forms.
Watch out, team! Someone or something is resetting the Sentinels to their original programming. Defend yourselves!
Mistake.
System overload in progress.
Immediately!
Mutant target has been sighted.
This is incredible.
Help me!
I lack enough power. Enjoy your sleep.
Surrender, mutant.
Team, meet Sergeant Charles Kilroy. He's the demolition specialist who's going to take out those radar arrays. Protect him at all costs.
Thanks, Colonel Fury. If it weren't for that high-tech scuba gear, I never would have made it here alive.
You're the only man who could have done it, Kilroy. Now make me proud, son, and take out those radar arrays.
Yes, sir. All right, team. Lead the way. There's a radar array. It's gonna take a little while to set the charge, so keep me alive long enough to do it.
Mutant DNA has been detected.
Sometimes I enjoy this too much.
Activity. Mutant DNA. Scanners have located mutant DNA. Surrender, mutant. Targeting mutant unit. Cease all mutant activity. Scanners have located mutant DNA.
Aren't you supposed to be watching like that?
Cease all mutant. System shutdown has commenced.
I require more energy.
Well, isn't that a pretty sight?
Well done, Sergeant, and good job, team. SHIELD agents will now secure the platform. You're free to move on to the next radar array.
Warning, offensive systems activated.
If you say so.
System override in progress. Warning, offensive systems activated. Mutant DNA has been detected. Warning,
There's a radar array. It's gonna take a little while to set it up, so keep me alive long enough to do it.
If you insist.
Warning, offensive systems.
I require more time to direct me.
Surrender, mutant.
Right. Score one for the good guys.
Has been detected.
Okay.
As you wish.
This unit has
You should have run when you had the chance.
Well, isn't that a pretty sight?
Well done, Sergeant, and good job, team. SHIELD agent.
Mutant target has been sighted.
Very well. Aren't you supposed to be watching my back? This is the last one, team. We can do this. Let's...
Warning, offensive systems activated.
Then you're going to have to assume his mission. Take out the last radar array. First, locate and destroy the security interlock console. Once that's done, I'll fill you in on the next step.
Advise you to run. You should have run when you had the chance.
Affirmative.
Yeah.
With the security interlock down, you can now deactivate the radar shielding console. Go to the radar array now and use the console there. Okay, team. You've deactivated the shielding on the auxiliary power generator. You have a limited amount of time to destroy the generator, then the shield will reset itself. If that happens, come back to the radar array and use the console again.
You should have run away.
You did an outstanding job, team. The Sentinels are now free to rescue the refugees. Also, you might be happy to hear we just fished Sergeant Kilroy out of the ocean. He's a little singed from having been thrown into the water during the explosion, but other than that, he's fine. It's been a pleasure working with you. This is Colonel Nick Fury, signing off.
Very well.
System shutdown has commenced.
As you wish.
too long, you mutants have taken advantage of humanity's kindness. And for too long, I've sat by and done nothing while you schemed and plotted like cowardly assassins. But my time of silence is over. I must take action and destroy each and every one of your misbegotten kind. Do not speak, mutant. The mere sound of your voice causes me pain. I'm not under any type of control. I know what I'm doing. Mutants are an aberration, a mistake of nature. I've made it my life's work to correct this mistake and erase it forever. Your pestilence has threatened to choke off the flower of mankind long enough. With my help, humanity will once again flourish and grow on the broken husks of your bodies. I'll hear no more of your lies, mutant. Let us battle so that I can put an end to you.
This unit has ceased to function. Warning, defensive systems activated. Cease all mutant activity.
Good job. I just received word the airlift was a complete success. All the refugees were saved. None of it would have happened if you hadn't made the way safe for the Sentinels. Yeah, that'll be the day. At least you're finished on the platforms. I'll have Blink open up a portal to take you to the X-Mansion. When you get back, stop by and see Havoc.
Took out the platforms, and because of that, all the New York refugees were airlifted to safety by Sentinels. Who could have known that Bastion was under the control of Apocalypse? Without his help, the Sentinels never would have been reprogrammed to attack you. If you really want to thank me,
Hello, I trust all is well? Her prophecy is rather unnerving, but I wouldn't let it color our every action. My pleasure. Which mission briefing would you... Before we can hope to defeat Apocalypse,
are you sure you want to go?
No mercy!
Are you sure you want to... Hey, you did it! You took out the platforms! Who could have known... They're a group of... Word has it, a mutant set hundreds free before he was captured. From the sounds of it, that mutant was Banshee. If you really want to thank...
Got it.
Very well.
I would advise you to...
Victory is mine!
I just keep getting better.
Let's teach him a lesson.
I would advise you to run.
Once again, I am victorious!
Master of help me.
Affirmative.
Affirmative.
I found him!
Once again, I am victorious! You're a waste of my time.
I knew they'd be here.
I trust you're not the best at what you do.
I found him!
You're a waste of my time.